Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and home of the brave? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kyle Muldoon.
I'm Tony Diaz.
And I'm Andrew Henske. And this is
The Complete History of America, Abridged! Tonight, we explore the great history of a nation. But before we do, why? Why the complete history of America? Well, I'm sure there are many answers to that question, as there are members of tonight's cast. Tony, why don't you get things going here?
Thanks, Kyle. And in the tradition of my white, Anglo-Saxon, westward expansionist, capitalist, Puritan forebears, I'll be brief. I believe it was Benjamin Franklin who once said that history is written by the winners. Well, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is our turn. Kyle?
Thank you very much, Tony. Let's move over to Andrew. Andrew!
Yeah?
Well, why don't you tell these people exactly why we're doing the show?
Okay. All right. Before we started doing the show, I didn't know too much about American history. So I decided to read up on it. You know, in like books and stuff. And I must have taken like 3 pages front and back. And I found this quote I thought was totally cool. It said, "History is the necessary deconstruction of illusions and the study of emotionally potent oversimplifications." And that still holds true today. Because it's like that old saying goes, those of us who forget the past are doomed to forget other things, like our car keys or our scripts. I see this as like a Post-it note on the refrigerator of America. A Post-it note that says, "Hey America, don't forget to rewind your blockbuster tapes." Because it's only through remembering the past that we can learn from our mistakes. Or at least blame them on somebody else and move on into a better future. A brighter capitalism, perhaps. Free of all forms of racism, sexism, ageism, weightism, hair colorism, making funism, and Godism. And you all may say that I am a moron, and I tell you, yes. But I am a moron with a dream, and that, my friends, is the worst kind, or best kind, of moron. I thank you.
Oh. Thank you, Andrew. That was whelming. Let me see if I can crystallize for you now what exactly Andrew was trying to tell you there. A couple weeks back, we received a letter from a 10-year-old girl named Amy from Warwickshire, England. Amy writes, "Dear guys," that's us, "I think it would be cool if you 3 Americans did English history, because you guys are so hysterical, handsome, funny, and wise. Your fan forever, love and kisses, Amy." Well, Amy, this here's the kind of letter that pisses us off!
Yeah!
I mean, where do all you English get off with such a cultural superiority complex?
Yeah, we have a culture too, you know, and a history.
And it may not be as long as yours, but it's like my mother always said, it's not the length of your history, it's what you've done with it.
That's right. I mean, in our research, we found that most Americans are at best uninformed and at worst embarrassed about our own history.
Well, damn it, we've got nothing to be embarrassed about because we brought the world's first democracy, man on the moon, Mark Twain.
Ooh, and we brought sexy back.
Yeah, and we brought sexy back. McDonald's, Burger King, all the...
Take it to the bridge.
Go ahead, get down.
Yeah, okay, so don't go telling us we don't have a culture or history, little smarty pants, Amy.
That's right, Amy. Hang on to those little smarty pants, because we've got a lot to accomplish in the next 90 minutes.
Let's do it.
Go us! We begin at the beginning. 1492, Spain. The first chapter of American history is about to be written by that legendary Italian explorer, Amerigo Vespucci. We now join him at his map-making shop in the Spanish dockyards.
Ring, ring. Hello. Amerigo Vespucci here, map maker extraordinaire. What can I do for you? Have we got maps? What are map mavens? What do you need? A sea route to India. I got your sea route to India right here, buddy.
Amerigo! Amerigo Vespucci!
Look, buddy, hang on a second. Sophia, I got a customer on the phone. Buddy, can you just... I hope you're happy, Sophia. You just lost me a customer. Another one.
You know what would make me happy? If just the once when I sent you out for food, you didn't bring back a fish.
But Sophia, this is God's food.
Don't give me that line about holy mackerel again. I'm sick of it.
But I get a good deal on mackerel.
Wouldn't need a good deal on mackerel if you sold a few more maps.
Pasta fazool, spaghetti bolognese. What are you trying to say? I'm a failure as a map maker?
Oh, my parents have told me not to marry you. They said marry a nicer boy like that Christopher Columbus. He's going places.
Ooh, Christopher Columbus. Well, maybe if I had a wife who supported me every once in a while.
Oh, no, Amerigo. Nobody buys your maps because they're crappa.
Crappa? What do you mean, crappa?
What part of crappa don't you understand?
You know what? I figured you'd say something like that, so I had a little something prepared earlier. Check this out. Huh? Check that out. How you like that?
Give me 1 second.
No wonder you're not in the WNBA.
Oh, my dress. Oh, my hair. Well, it might be fun in pools, but you don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean?
Every time you find a landmass, you name it the same thing.
No, I don't.
No, listen, take a look. What's this? What's this? North America?
Yeah.
South America?
Yeah.
How about this? Union of Soviet Socialist Vespucci?
What do you want from me?
Besides America, everybody knows that the world, whoa, is a flat.
You know what? I figured you'd say something like that. I'm way ahead of you. Check this one out. Check that out. See, I made it like a pizza pie for you. Yeah, you like that one, huh?
Sacro Bambino, Amerigo, you're worthless. Worthless.
I'm not worthless. I'm trying to make a name for myself. I have a dream, which is something you would never understand. You know what? Forget it. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go do something. Be something. All that I can be. Harry Verducci, mi amore. I'm out of here.
Oh, God.
When you eat that wine and you drink that fish, think of me from now on.
Amerigo!
Amerigo.
Amerigo.
Hey! Amerigo Vespucci was his name.
Vespucci.
Charting land masses was his game.
Poochie Woochie.
Not Scrabble or Parcheesi.
No, charting land masses was his game.
I set sail to chart the seas in 1499.
In a vessel full of dreams, pastrami and cheap wine. The mate was a mighty sailor man.
Skipper brave and sure.
Amerigo set sail that day for more than a 3-hour tour.
Much more than a 3-hour tour. In 1502, after 2 long treacherous voyages, what everyone thought was India was actually a new world. Amerigo named it Mundus Nuvius, which was Latin for a giant nose. But it later bore his name. America, history was made. Amerigo, Amerigo,
God shed his grace on me.
your name will live forever now from sea to shining sea. Amerigo, Amerigo,
And so, the new world was called America, and we, the people of that world, called Americans. But what does it really mean to be an American? Kyle?
Thank you very much, Tony. All right. American. Just 8 simple little letters. But over the time, they've come to stand for prosperity, equality, and the gosh darn persnicketyness that it means to be an American today. All right, but let's take a closer look, shall we? The first letter, A. A, the first. The progenitor of democracy, perhaps. But A is the beginning of the alphabet, isn't it? A, meaning one, implying oneness. So you've got to admit that A is one loaded little letter. Now, let's take a look at the next 3 letters here. They spell out mère. Now, can anybody tell me what mère means in the French language? C. The C, that's right. Probably referring to the sea of humanity in which America brings freedom. Let us not forget that it is across these sea that the French sent us the Statue of Liberty, a symbol of freedom in the midst of oppression. We later, in gratitude, sent them Jerry Lewis. Now let's take a look at the last couple of letters. They plainly spell out, say it with me now, I can. Now you've got to admit, that's one plucky word. Now, not many people know this, but if you were to rearrange these letters just a little bit, you get... That's right. I can ream. Not many people know this, but if you were to take our first president, George Washington, and rearrange his name just a little bit, you get... That's right, Gaggin' on Wet Horse. Yeah, it was actually a popular song title in the Revolutionary Times. Now, if you were to take Richard Nixon's first vice president, Spiro Agnew, rearrange the letters just a little bit, you get... Say it with me now, grow a penis. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what it means to be an American. I thank you.
Now, we know what little smarty pants Amy's thinking right now. She's thinking, hey, you skipped Christopher Columbus. That's not fair. He discovered a new world.
Well, his name really wasn't Christopher Columbus. It was Cristobal Colon, who accidentally bumped into the New World on accident. Let's not forget that the Japanese, the Vikings, and the Irish were probably all here before him, and the native population of about 90 million people.
That's true, Kyle, but in all fairness to Columbus, he was the first to slaughter and enslave an entire population, all in the name of Christianity. Oh, and he was made very wealthy in the process. That made him the first true American. Fans of genocide. I love it.
I'm sorry, Tony, but that is so Eurocentric.
What do you mean it's Eurocentric?
The story of the first people starts long before the European invasion of the native settlements in North America.
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, we just don't have room for it on our timeline.
Well, then our timeline's bogus.
It's not bogus.
It's completely
You're bogus.
unrepresentative, just like Congress.
I
Did
don't
you hear?
care about
It's
Congress. We're not talking
Democrats
about
now.
Congress.
Hey, Democrats!
I know,
Hey,
but we're talking
hey,
about the
straight up.
timeline. What is that?
It's a supplementary timeline I prepared for the show.
Kidding me?
Nice. All right. So what do you got going on here?
It covers all prior events for 1492.
Okay, kind of like you're creating a big picture kind of thing?
Yeah.
All right, okay, keep going. Ladies and gentlemen, we're taking you back in time now, back to when scientists speculate that the first people came to America. All right, get going down there, Kyle.
All right. Here
All right.
we go.
Keep going, keep going.
We're off. Here we go.
There you go.
Back in time now.
Now, scientists speculate that the first people came to America across the Bering Strait between 12 and 50,000 years ago. Where are you at now, Kyle?
I'm at the crucifixion of Christ, and it's not looking very pretty. I don't see Mel Gibson anywhere.
Well, keep going. Don't stop there. Let's
All right,
go.
ancient Romans, ancient Greeks.
Toga, toga.
Yeah, we're having a real ancient kegger now. Let's see, ancient Egyptians,
Keep
creation
going.
of the written word, birth of Bob Dole. It's getting pretty cold back here, huh?
That's probably because you're somewhere near the Ice Age, man. You better get back up here. You're not really dressed for it.
All right.
Anyways, it's far enough. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we're about 12,000 years back now to when scientists speculate that the first people came to America across an ice bridge, the Bering Strait, between 12 and 50,000 years ago.
My
Now-
people, oh my. My people aren't so interested in what scientists have to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed fortunate because Andrew is part Crow Indian. His great-grandmother was a full-blooded Crow.
It had a wingspan of over 8 feet. Oh, yeah! Yeah, you get it.
That is so typical of the white man.
She was a full-blooded Crow Indian, and she lived in the Pueblo village of San Juan in the Rio Grande Valley. Now, as his great-grandmother originally told him, Andrew will tell us the story of the first people. Andrew.
Guys,
Oh.
There we go.
yonder. Yonder. Yonder to the... Kyle! Will you let me get through this once? Just once! This is very sacred to me and my people.
Okay.
All right? Just once, guys.
All right, go.
Yonder to the north, there is singing on the lakes. Cloud maidens dance on the shores. It is there we get our beginnings. In the beginnings of all beginnings, all was water. To the north, water. To the south, water. To the west, water. And to the east, you guessed it, more water. And so the water was everywhere, and everyone was totally wet. And everything was underwater. It was kind of like that movie Waterworld, except without Kevin Costner.
Hey. Can we get on with the water? They don't want to hear about the
Dude,
water.
the water's archetypal. It sets up the story. This is sacred. And
H2, no.
no, that is so corny. Why would you use that? This is sacred. Let me go. In the beginning, there was a coyote, a duck, and another duck. And they all walked into a bar. Ah!
That was corny.
I was just making a joke.
Real sacred, Andrew.
Whose was that?
You making a call?
Whose was that?
Off with the cell phone!
Whose was that? I hope it's off now.
It's coming from the audience.
Silence.
It's behind the fourth wall. All right. Water north, water south. You get it. Okay. So the coyote told the ducks to dive deep under and see what they can find. They brought up roots and mud. The coyote spread the mud, made hills, mountains, valleys, hollows. He planted the roots and made trees, grass, bushes. He then took the mud and made more ducks. He made female ducks, which made the two ducks happy, I can tell you. And there was a great quacking and gnashing of feathers. And finally, he took the last bit of mud. Where are you going? Am I boring you?
What's going on?
Where are you going? Where have you been? Are you coming in late? Are you late?
You're not. Oh,
Who is that?
are you serious?
Who is that?
Wait a second. No.
Hold on a second.
Wait,
Who is that?
not a chance.
Oh, it's Stacey Haber.
Oh, this is too precious. Wait.
Oh.
Excuse me, can you explain why you came right in the middle of my sacred ceremony of my people?
I had work.
You had to work?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, she had to work. Yeah.
Like everybody else, huh? Kyle works all the time. Be on time next time. What did she miss, guys? What did she miss?
I don't know.
Oh, well,
you guys are coming in late?
Oh, well, my name's Kyle.
I'm Tony.
I'm Andrew, and this is
The Complete History of America, abridged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
I said, you may think that I'm a moron! And a couple of them kind of enjoyed that
Yeah,
one.
and I said it may not be the length of your history, it's what you've done with it.
And
That's people laughed at that.
Tony sprayed.
What did I do?
Oh, I think.
I'm gonna go!
Oh, that's right.
I think that catches them
All
up.
right.
That
All
brings them
all
up
right.
to speed. All right.
Cool. Now,
Here's some fire water.
oh, I'm gonna be working soon. Now back to my story before I was so rudely interrupted. Where was I? Okay. And all right, he was about to finish with the mud. Cool. So he took the last bit of mud and blew into it. And made the first man and first woman. And there was a great copulation, and it was good.
Now, by this point in the ceremony, isn't there some kind of a dance performed? What's your name again? Throwing bull?
Right you are, head reflects sunlight.
Whoa, hey, that's
Yeah, I went there. Would you care to do the honors, dance with underage wolves?
I love you, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be
Yeah, let's
delighted.
do it.
right.
Take the fire water. He will now perform the dance of hee-hee-yah-ho!
What did you have some backstage? What is that?
It's a dance of the antelope's intestine. It's a very sacred dance, a very important dance to my people. The dance is about to begin. He first asked blessing on the corn, that it may be plentiful. He asked blessing on the rain, that it may be plentiful. And he asked blessing on the hunters, that they may be brave and virile.
Oh, yeah.
He's now ready to do the 9 ceremonial twists of the antelope's intestine. The first 3 twists represent mother, father, child, the family of the antelope. The second 3 twists represent sun, moon, sky, the constant companions of the antelope. And finally, the last three twists represent earth, wind, and fire! The favorite band of the antelope. And finally, the tribal elder is about to bring forth the image of the antelope. Let's give it up for the tribal elder.
right. Now, of course, after 1492, everything changed. I mean, in our research, we found that the 16th century lasted 100 years. And in that 100 years, see, some of you got that one. Rest of you, I don't know what he's talking about. But in that 100 years, I mean, the North American continent was swarming with foreign explorers. Most of them were Spanish, and they could be identified by the large fuzzy dice hanging from their masts.
And let us not forget that it was Sebastian Cabot who first set foot on the North American continent. He later became known as Mr. French on TV's Family Affair with Brian Keefe.
True. And though the Portuguese Magellan was the first to circumnavigate the globe, second to do it was Sir Francis Drake, an Englishman, who discovered what is now San Francisco in his ship, the Golden Hind.
Coincidence? You decide.
Now,
Hey guys, can I do that poem I wrote?
is this the one about Nantucket?
No. I hate Nantucket, man. You know that.
I see some old teachers in the audience. Like, I don't do that.
You know I hate Nantucket.
All right, I
Just
guess.
go take a break, guys. I
No,
can
I
handle
guess
it. Go
that's
take a break.
cool.
It's cool. I'll handle
Watch
it.
it. I'm serious though. You tried that in rehearsal.
I'm not
Don't
up
worry
for
about it.
Nantucket.
I know. I remember rehearsal. Trust me.
All right. With the
All right.
flames and all
Guys,
that, dude, it was
just
crazy.
take a break. It's cool. All right. This is my poem about the early English settlements. Thank you. There once was a man from Nantucket.
Andrew!
Sorry. I just thought it was closing night.
I
and whatnot.
hate Nantucket.
Cool. I'm going.
Dude.
I thought because of closing night I could maybe. Sorry, guys. No go. All right, here's the actual poem. 'Twas 1607 in the fine month of May that three proud ships landed at Chesapeake Bay. A new life began for God's people that day. For Jamestown was born, so the story was told, to spread the Lord's word and for the mining of gold. The living was harsh for those brave men and women. They toiled, they sweated, they rarely went swimming. Their cupboards were bare, but their cesspools were brimming with cess. Oh yes. The new land was tamed by men who were brave and men who were strong, and 6 million slaves, and indentured servants in the Iroquois nation who gave up their land without compensation. Because the Indians landed underneath Plymouth Rock, John Smith was a rapist, Pocahontas died of smallpox. And that's a fact. Jack. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. So the Pilgrims perfected the art of good living. They carved the land and invented Thanksgiving. And lickety split, just as quick as you please. Wham, bam, bam, there were 13 colonies. There was Georgia and Maryland, shut my mouth. 2 kinds of Carolina, both north and south. There was a bunch of colonies that called themselves new, like York, Jersey, Hampshire, and Delhi too. Virginia, Connecticut, Delaware, Rhode Island, and as it's known, Massachusetts is the home of my man Nome. That's N-O-A-M Chomsky at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. What? Okay. Oh, finally, sandwiches the Quaker state. So back off, buddy, because those Quakers are great. They thought killing was wrong and intolerance rude. But try telling that to the Puritans, dude. Africa.
Guys,
America.
Hello, and welcome to our dual weekly meetings of Salem's First Church of Tolerance and National Witch Hunters Association, or the NWA. My name is the pastor, the Reverend Farrell Orwell. A couple announcements before we get things going here. First off, Tuesday is Arts and Crafts Night. We'll be making nooses and thumb screws. Thursday is Youth Night. We'll be playing Hangman and Pin the Blame on the Warlock, so bring your little demons along and we'll scare the hell out of them. Last night, God came to me with a vision. He said, Reverend Orwell, if you and your followers don't kill 100 witches this week, I'm going to call you home. Well, I don't want to go home. Everyone knows what my wife is like. So I encourage you, hunt the good hunt. This tradition will go well onto the 21st century. Oh, yes, and to avoid mistaken identity cases like last year's Halloween, here's how you spot a real witch. They melt when you throw water on them. They're surrounded by flying monkeys and are the Florida representative in District 16.
Hear ye, we interrupt this witch hunt to bring you the French and Indian War. British and French are at it again, this time in North America. In sports, the Patriots trounce the Redskins. Ooh.
Hear ye! Brits and colonists defeat French and Indians. King George celebrates by imposing taxes on tea, stamps, and whatever else they can think of. Colonists are up in arms.
Hey, did you hear?
What?
King George has upped all the taxes, and now the people are up in arms.
Really?
Really?
Hey, did you hear?
What?
King George has raised taxes and the people are arming themselves.
No way.
Way!
Whoa! Hey, did you hear? King George has raised taxes and we're putting together a people's army to fight him right now. We're gonna go throw tea in the harbor.
Uh-oh, trouble's brewing.
Hear ye, big tea party in Boston. Dump tea in harbor to protest taxes. Alice in Wonderland and Mad Hatter slated to attend.
Hear ye, British soldier kills Crispus Attucks, an African American in the Boston Massacre. The colonists are in revolt.
Hey, did you hear?
What?
The colonists are revolting.
I know. Did you ever eat with one?
Oh, ha! Hear ye, full-on revolution is underway. Paul Revere and the Raiders, #1 with that chart-topping, The British Are Coming.
Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere. He said with a grin while wiping his chin, if I was a BANG!
I hear a shot.
I hear a shot, monsieur.
I hear a shot, senor.
I hear a shot, grasshopper.
I hear a shot, comrade.
I hear a ache, orc pay.
It
was the shot heard round the world. And it was this shot heard round the world that started the American Revolution. Nobody knows who or why the trigger was pulled that day, but all we know is 73 people lay dead. Now, let's recreate for you now what actually happened on that fateful day at Lexington and Concord. Andrew. Let's see if I can get it here. Here we go.
Now, according to the official Benedict Arnold committee report, a single shot was fired from the 4th floor of the Lexington Concord Scroll Depository. I actually have a mock-up of the bullet here. The bullet followed this trajectory. It killed 17 soldiers marching in formation before making a U-turn back up Main Street. Tony?
Thanks, Andrew. Now, the bullet, which, as you can see, we've marked with an X, killed 6 more colonists before stopping at the Tar and Feathers Tavern for lunch, where it killed an additional 4 colonists, smashed through a table, knocking it back and to the left, before jumping into a white Ford Bronco and taking off without tipping the waitress. The bullet has never been recovered.
Coincidence? You decide.
And a full-on revolution was underway. Now, you see, the colonial army wanted to stop the British Empire from imposing unfair and exorbitant taxes, so they could impose unfair and exorbitant taxes. Now, the leader of the colonial army was George Washington, and he commanded a tiny contingent of volunteer fighters known as the Minutemen, brave patriots willing to do battle within a minute's notice. The Minutemen, great military men fighting for American liberty. The Minutemen, better lovers than you might think. You like that one, huh? It was the entire British Empire against General George Washington and his tiny, tiny army.
We represent the Lexington League, the Lexington League, the Lexington League, and in the name of the Lexington League, we wish to welcome you to Valley Forge.
Gentlemen, I wish to thank you for volunteering your services to this worthy cause. But I'm afraid you're frankly not what I had in mind.
What do you mean?
I mean, I need regular, full-size soldiers.
Well, look, Mahogany Mouth, we're exactly what you asked for.
Or not.
R2!
Or not.
R2!
Stop that.
Stop that!
And that's an order.
And that's an order.
I'm a stupid little soldier and I'm acting like a child.
We
know you are, but what are we?
Low five. Listen, cherry tree choppers, let's cut to the chase. Do you recognize this piece of paper?
I do believe so.
Is this your signature?
Yes, it is.
Would you mind reading it to the audience, please?
Uncle Sam wants you, minute men, to form colonial... I could have sworn I said Minutemen.
Even in its early days, America had a problem with literacy.
Expel the evil empire from the north and meet chicks. High frostbite tolerance a plus. No tea drinkers, please. Apply in person, Valley Forge. We're gonna sue! I'll take this to Oprah! We're gonna
On the job!
Yay!
Now, gentlemen, here's the situation. The entire British Empire using the most advanced weaponry known to man against a ragtag band of farmers and militiamen.
Are we that ragtag band?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that don't sound so good.
Maybe we should just surrender and save time and energy.
Look, I am tired of all the sniping and insinuendo that our war effort is anything but positively affecting the British entrenchment situation. It is very difficult to enumerate quantitatively at this junctive just how offensive our capabilities are. But I'll tell you one thing. Contraceptive to your popular belief, we are taking precautions at every penetration. And by the grace of God, our upcoming thrust shall break through every last British membrane and into Virginia!
Will this make you the father of our country?
Well, I have cut down some cherry trees in my time, to be sure. I cannot tell a lie. Now, gentlemen, all we need is a flag to rally around.
Well,
And
not many people know this, but when we're not minute men, we enjoy working with fabrics, colors, and design.
What the hell?
Hello, I'm Betsy Ross, and this here is my sister Marion. Marion, are you back now?
Marion?
We'd like to show you our
Oh, dear
plans
Christ.
for the new American flag.
Yes, and most of you all know that this here's the flag we finally settled on, but we'd like to share some of the rejects with you tonight. Let's take a look at the list, first one. Rejected for obvious reasons. And I'm sure some of you are familiar with the Don't Tread on Me. The next idea I really liked, but it came to be a little too ahead of its time. Here it is. And the next one I really loved, but it captured the heart and soul of America. But the founding fathers found it to be a little too commercial. Here it is.
That's enough shilly-shally, ladies. We've got a British butt to kick.
Left, 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 left. So the colonists attacked, brought the Brits to their knees by hiding themselves behind rocks and trees. And finally, in Yorktown in fall 81, the Brits had surrendered. The colonists won! Give me an M! Give me an E! Give me an R-I-C! Give me an A! Give me an N! What's that spell? American! Yes!
Woo! 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 Yes!
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 Yes! Woo! Yes!
That broke.
Yes!
Woo! Madison.
Jefferson.
We need something to put at the beginning of our new Bill of Rights. How about
And you need some more bobby pins.
this? Got a problem? Throw money at it.
No, too liberal.
That's true.
But I've got one.
What's it?
Screw the poor, let's party.
Yeah. No, too conservative.
I guess so.
Let's see here. What could I do? What could this possibly? Let's see. Aha! I finally got it. Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother, you're staying alive. Staying alive.
No, 270s.
Yeah, that's true.
Good
John
song.
Travolta.
Good
John
song.
Travolta and all, yeah.
Gentlemen, focus, please. Here, come here, I got one. Come here. All men are created equal. That's a good one.
You almost got me there. Oh, this is some good tobacco, Jefferson. You grow it yourself? Ooh.
Yes! Monticello Gold! Ooh, gives me the munchies something terrible, though. I wonder if Dolly Madison has any more of those cakes.
Oh, I can't believe the Bill of Rights is due tomorrow.
Well, I think in the Bill of Rights, we should guarantee the freedom of speech, religion, and press.
Well, if we give them that, people will be saying whatever they want and pissing each other off.
Okay. So give them the right to carry a gun so they can shoot each other. And then fair and speedy trial by their peers once they do so. Are we in agreement?
Totally.
Totally.
Cool. Now let's see. I think a comparison piece should be made up as known as the Bill of Wrongs. And Article 1 could forbid leaving the toilet seats up. Article 2 could forbid plumbers from wearing their trousers in such a manner that their cracks show. And Article 3 could forbid flatulence in elevators. Well, once they're created, of course. Are we in agreement?
Totally.
Totally.
Cool.
All right, I have something to say.
What's that medicine?
No, not as Madison, as Andrew. Listen, I've been reading this Bill of Rights thing, and I find it problematic.
What do you mean it's problematic?
Well, you know how they say I can say whatever I want, right?
Yeah.
No, did you know the Supreme Court says I can't say whatever I want?
What do you mean?
Like, for instance, I can't yell fire in a crowded theater.
Right.
Well, what if there's a fire in a crowded theater?
That's not the point, Andrew.
Well, what is the point?
The point is that the First Amendment of the Constitution gives us all the right to free expression.
Freedom of expression, that's a joke.
It's not a joke.
Oh, yeah? Could I go on the TV and advocate the overthrow of the government?
No.
Oh, in a sign of protest, could I set this flag on fire right now?
No! Because it'd be a fire in a crowded theater.
It's not my point.
What is the point?
The point is this system is suppressing my right to say what I want, when I want, and to who I
You're
want.
saying exactly what you want right now, and no one's saying anything to you about it.
It's because I'm white.
What?
And a male.
Oh,
when
God.
I'd rather be black and a woman.
Okay, Michael.
And feel my belly swallow with my baby. And sing like Aretha Franklin. I forget, I don't even know the words.
Tony hurt his feelings.
I didn't hurt his feelings.
Yes, you did.
I don't care.
I think you should apologize.
I'm not gonna apologize to him. He's overacting.
No, Kylie's right, I was overacting.
Oh, great. Get ready for the next scene. I'll introduce it. All right, we got to the U.S. now, which is now doubled in size in 1802, where President Thomas Jefferson, now sober, has purchased the Louisiana Territory for about $50 million, or roughly 3 cents an acre. He then sent Lewis and Clark Anyway, we have Lewis and Clark with us all the way tonight, back from the Western Circuit, from Boise, Clatskane, Walla Walla, and Cucamonga. You know them, you love them. Bang your hands together for Lewis and Clark.
Yeah, da-da-da-da.
Hello, everybody, we're glad to be here.
Just me.
Myself and we. We're glad to be back. We're glad to be front. We're glad to tell you facts about this wonderful country. Hello, everybody. We're glad to be here. We're gonna turn your dark skies blue. I'm wacky. I'm Essex.
I'm dashing and romantic.
And we're glad to be with you.
You know, Lewis, it sure is great to be here in lovely Celebration, Florida. Isn't this a beautiful audience?
Yeah, especially that guy right there.
Hey, get back there. Ladies and gentlemen, we just rode in from Oregon.
And boy, are our butts tired.
We were sent out to explore the vast, uncharted Louisiana Territory.
We charted deep mountains and high valleys and went all the way to the ocean.
Be specific.
Okay, the Pacific Ocean.
Come on, these people want details. Ladies and gentlemen, we spent the winter of 1805 in North Dakota.
Hey, Clark, what's the capital of North Dakota?
I don't know, Lewis, what is the capital of North Dakota?
About 43 cents.
You guys are kind of tough, though, dude.
A little bit.
Wow. That was a pity clap.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, we determined that the Louisiana Territory is ripe for the plunder and penetration, just as long as you know how to deal with the Indians.
Indians?
Uh-oh. No, there's no Indians here. But in North Dakota, we were lucky enough to meet Sacagawea, our lovely Indian guide and interpreter. She went all the way with us.
Well, she didn't go all the way with all of us.
Stop that. That's gross. Remember, she was married to that French-Canadian trapper.
Oh, I know. Everybody's a Canadian. That was a try-and cover up for the last pity clap.
Yeah,
kind of clap.
exactly, dude. Dude, wow.
Feel the love. Wow.
They usually love that one in Quebec.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Anyways, she went all the way with us to the West Coast and back, ladies and gentlemen.
She saved our lives more than once, our faithful Indian squaw. Ow! Why did you do
I
that?
don't like that word.
What word, squaw? Ow! What's the matter with the word squoo? That word.
It's offensive and it's demeaning. Don't you watch Oprah?
No. What does it mean?
It's a native word that Anglo culture has taken and generically applied to all native women. It means they're native, they're nether regions.
I didn't know the Indians were Dutch.
Not the Netherlands, the nether regions, the nether regions.
Oh, then I shouldn't have brought my clogs.
No,
They want clogs.
no. Like the whole thing out, no. We decided against this. We threw the whole thing out. It
want
doesn't work with it doesn't work with the rest of the gag.
Fine, okay. Let's
All right?
Fine.
I don't want to hear anything else about the clogs. You guys have been bugging me about this all week. I don't want to hear clogs anymore. Don't even say the word.
Fine.
All right? I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We owe these people an apology.
I think we owe them their money back. But seriously, everyone, I promise I will never use that word again.
Wait. What word?
Squaw!
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We were also sent on a scientific expedition. We sighted all different types of different flora and fauna. We saw all different types of wild animals. I mean, we saw rattlesnakes.
They go,
We saw grizzly bears.
they go grrr!
We saw wild geese.
They go squaw! Ow!
What's the matter with you? Don't you learn? Didn't you go to college, stupid?
Yeah, but I came out the same way.
See, these people know. These
They're
are the
getting
best
it.
jokes of
They're getting it.
1805.
They're loving it.
Thanks.
They're eating it up.
Yeah. Oh, man. Now, we were out in the wilderness for 28 months relying only on divine providence and our own native wit.
Oh, I've got one, Clark. How about this? Man walks into a doctor's office. He says, Doc, you gotta help me. I'm a teepee. I'm a wigwam. I'm a teepee. I'm a wigwam. I'm a teepee. I'm a wigwam. The doc says, calm down. You 2 tens.
You like that?
I win.
All right, that's enough. What do you call that?
Native wit.
What was that?
Heavy symbolism.
Good night, everybody!
Good night, everybody. We're glad to be gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lewis and Clark. There we go. All right, we now move on to 1814, which is now known as the War of 1812, where, where Francis Scott Key, from his neutral ship saw the siege of Baltimore and also penned the immortal words to the Star-Spangled Banner. Now, the Star-Spangled
Kyle, can we just skip this whole thing? I'm not up for the whole Star-Spangled Banner bit again.
No, you do it then.
What? No, dude.
No, get over it. You do it.
Oh, man. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle was right. The Star Spangled Banner is a great song, or at least it was in its heyday. I mean, now it's out of touch with American values. It's militaristic. It's patriarchal. Take a look at this musical range, huh? If I can get the musical range. See, it starts way down here to low B minus, goes all the way up to an H above C. And still, Francis Scott Key expects fat guys at ball games to sing this in the key of Q. I mean, we need
Need a new national anthem.
Yeah.
And I think it should be God Bless America or James Brown's Living in America.
Those are good.
Yeah. Or Free Bird. The free bird, oh, it's a bird that's in turn free. Oh,
Are you
free
done?
Bird. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. Maybe not Freebird. It's not really appropriate. Plus, it was written by a Canadian.
A Canadian? Tony,
Yeah.
it was written by Leonard Skinner. They're from Alabama? Oh no, you're thinking of Snowbird by Anne Murray.
Over by Anne Murray. How does that go?
You know.
Snowbird by
Anne Murray.
Yeah, anyway.
We're all in agreement that we need a new national anthem. And I have written my own modest example if you guys are up for it.
By all means.
You guys up for it? All right. Maestro, if I can get a G, please. All right. Some of you may know the tune to this song. If you actually know the song, sing along with me if you like. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies and non-exploited waves of botanical companions, for mounted majesties of color and free non-Roman human beings, above the differently harvested plain. Oh, non-Eurocentric bioregion, non-theologically supreme being, non-theologically specific supreme being, spread ambigenic grace on thee, and made you more of a non-culturalistic ego warrior, from chronologically anthropomorphized river to cosmetically enhanced sea. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cher. All right. We now
If
get...
I could turn back.
The Civil War, North versus South, Industrial versus Agrarian, Tyson versus Holyfield. Just as Vietnam was the first to be broadcasted into viewers' homes, the Civil War was the first to have actual photographic images. Well, tonight we are indeed fortunate enough to have the American Civil War slideshow entitled The American Civil War, the slideshow.
All right, guys, come back in time with us. Back to America in the mid-1800s. What was the fuel that made the fire, that made the steam, that drove the engine, that was the 19th century American domination and conquest? It was the blood and sweat of Africa. 6 million brothers and sisters lost their lives at the hands of slave traders. And that's no joke. But in 1861, the engine was about to explode. They called it the Civil War, but there weren't nothing civil about it. Now, this minute, I'm going to need the help from someone in the audience. Did anyone happen to bring a photo projector with them?
Dude, hey,
Andrew.
you're supposed to
Anyone?
bring a-
I'm sorry, I left it in
You're
the
supposed to
car.
bring the slide.
I
Bring
left
the
it in the
projector.
car. I'm sorry.
You
I'm
left it in
sorry.
the car?
Please tell me. Whoa, whoa! I got someone waving in the back. Wait, you have one too?
you
Do
got
have
one?
a You have imaginary
Oh, it's the
one?
magic
I'm
one.
sorry.
I don't think we can use that.
But if we were using an imaginary slideshow, that would work.
She must have been working too.
Anyone? Thank you, though. You said you had one? Whoa. Jeez.
Who's got it?
Oh, my.
Arts and crafts night.
It's,
Who's that?
this is, be careful with it? Yeah, like you
Looks like an antique.
This is like build it yourself, man. But thank you, though,
Nailed.
anyway. I mean, you really saved me.
Yeah.
Must have bought that.
Told you I'd get it, guys.
Bought that on eBay.
Well, I guess. Actually, that is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like
well, while they set up, I'll go ahead and give you guys a little bit of
high
background.
performance Zoom.
Now, by 1806, the importation of slaves was completely illegalized, but the national debate on slavery continued to grow. and the national slave trade continued to grow as well. By 1820, the Missouri Compromise was pushed through. It actually divided the entire nation in half because it illegalized slavery from all the states north of Missouri's southern border. This created an actual line dividing the nation in half. This line was later set the scene for the war that killed more men named Zeke than any other in history. Now, if you'll go back in time with us, we are proud to present the sights and sounds of that devastating conflict, the American Civil War! What did you...
Kyle, take it!
Dude! No!
Dude, I told you not. Oh,
Stop it! What are you guys doing? Dude, stop!
Here, this goes here.
oh my.
Dude.
I hope you can get a refund.
Wait.
This part wasn't supposed to bend.
Dun, 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 dun.
Here, Kyle, I'll
Whatever.
get this.
Dude, what are you...
Why did you do that?
What the heck?
all right.
Oh,
Looks
that
like
was
we're having some
important.
problems with the projector.
Oh,
We're gonna try and figure
these
out
all
something we
look
can
really
do.
important.
If we can just hold off on the voiceover that goes with the slideshow.
Whoa,
we'll be fine.
whoa,
What?
whoa. I got a very important piece here. Kyle, this is you in Cancun. Banana hammock? Mark Foley!
Oh my god. Nothing happened.
All right. Can we just, like I said, hold off? We'll be fine in just a moment. We're gonna go ahead and say no.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time between the inaugurations of George Washington and Abraham Lincoln was only 72 short years, and yet in those 72 years, America had grown into two separate nations. The South, agrarian, rich in tradition. The North, progressive and industrial. For years, these two nations had struggled with one another. At the heart of the fighting was the issue of slavery, and when abolitionist Abraham Lincoln became president in 1861, the South seceded from the Union. The Civil War had begun. This photograph, by Civil War photographer Matthew Brady, captures the emotion of the Confederate soldiers at the Battle of Bull Run. The war was the bloodiest in the history of the nation. Take a moment now to focus the projector. Good. There was intense and deadly hand-to-hand combat. Occasionally, soldiers had their legs blown off. But in the end, the North overwhelmed the South through sheer numbers. And so Robert E. Lee finally surrendered at Appomattox, Virginia on April 8, 1865, and they all lived happily ever after, except for Abraham Lincoln, who was shot in the head by John Wilkes Booth and died the next morning. Inspiring the joke, but other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how did you like the play?
John Wilkes Booth shot Lincoln in a theater and ran to a warehouse. Lee Harvey Oswald shot Kennedy from a warehouse and ran to a theater.
Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy. Kennedy had a secretary named Lincoln.
Lincoln was elected in 1860. Kennedy was elected in 1960. Coincidence? Then how come Nostradamus predicted it?
Consider this dismaying observation. Ronald Wilson Reagan. How many letters in each name?
666. He believed in rapture and was the first president elected in a 0 year not to die in office since William Henry Harrison in 1841.
Not so surprising, Mr. and Mrs. Bury my head in the sand. When you consider the role of the Trilateral Commission, the NSC, and the IMF.
There's a top-secret Air Force hangar in Nevada housing an alien spaceship.
We could be killed by divulging this information.
And where exactly was Oliver Stone the night that Malcolm X was assassinated?
A week before he was killed, Lincoln was in Monroe, Maryland. A week before he was killed, Kennedy was in Maryland. Monroe.
Whoa!
Did you know that William Shatner wears a hairpiece?
Did you know there's a cult of dyslexic devil worshippers in the Ozark who sold their soul to Santa?
Did you know that the guy to your left has to take a leak?
And so do I.
And so do I.
And so do I. Go out into the lobby.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Do not make eye contact.
We'll meet back here in 15 minutes.
And remember, you didn't see anything.
Sure is quiet out there.
Yeah. Too quiet. They haven't laughed since the Civil War.
Sure wish Andrew would get back. How long since he's been gone?
Since 1430. I wouldn't expect him back anytime soon. He's working.
I should have gone. Andrew's just a kid. Doesn't understand the postmodern irony of a war fought over 19th century romantic and jingoistic ideals, but fought with 20th century weapons of carnage and destruction.
You're right. You should have gone.
Yeah.
Listen, college boy, the only complexity you need to know is that we're just prawns in an international cocktail. We're expendable. When we got a job to do it, we do it. Case closed.
You think they're still out there, Sarge?
They're out there, Shakespeare. Every last one of them. Well, except for that elderly couple who left during the Spiro Agnew grow a penis joke.
Yeah. Sarge, is that? It's Andrew!
Cover him! What's your report, soldier?
Report? Damn, cover me! Hey, Mom!
Now what's your report, soldier?
Amazing colors on the horizon, sir. Very impressionistic.
You've been too close to the mustard gas again, haven't you?
Yes, sir. Any movements here?
Just my own.
Stop it!
Here. We'll take a look at those crowds with these.
Alrighty. You don't get one. We're
Sorry.
saving money.
Cutbacks.
Oh my God.
We're outnumbered 100 to 1!
by animals. There's Bambi and Thumper and Flower, and they're in 3D!
Give me that! Use these!
What are we worried about? They're midgets.
Turn them around!
Oh my God, they're huge.
Gentlemen, the brown stuff has hit the blender.
I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. I gotta get somewhere safe. I'm never gonna get home again.
Calm down, soldier!
Okay.
I know. Wait.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait, what did HQ say?
Yeah, HQ said, your sector is surrounded, unable to send reinforcements. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day? That's code for something, right, Sarge? What's that mean?
Yeah, it's code for something, all right. It means we're hosed.
Sarge, you have all the answers. What are we gonna do? What are we going to do?
I don't know. I just don't know. I really haven't got a clue. I possess a total lack of both ideas and imagination. At this point, my ignorance verges on the criminal. I don't know. I just don't. Wait a minute. No, I don't know.
I know. We'll sneak away in disguise.
Are you kidding? They'll shoot us down like clay pigeons.
Oh, not in the skies, in disguise.
No, that'd never work. Might as well just eat our guns and order new helmets.
Calm down, soldier. Oh. Misfire! Friendly!
Who was that? Who was that? Who was that?
Sorry, it was one of the Krauts. So, I'm gonna eat my gun now.
Down! Stop it!
No, don't you understand? We're just cannon fodder for the military-industrial complex.
Knock it off!
No, I gotta get home. I'm never gonna see my girl again. I gotta get...
Mwah.
Thanks, I needed that.
I'm telling you guys, these disguises will work.
I hope those are German uniforms in there.
Better. We'll go as the Andrew sisters. This is my color.
Oh, God.
The Andrews sisters, but they weren't even around until World War II.
Yeah, but the Germans don't know that.
This is not happening, man.
I'm gonna keep the pink. Here, you need this more than anyone else. Oh. Just seeing if you're still awake.
You want to do a real misfire now? Come on.
Oh, jeez. That was good.
All right. This sucks, man.
Don't worry, Tony. It'll be just like when we were kids.
What?
What? You never dressed up like your sister before?
Oh, my God.
Strap on those boobs, soldier!
Sir, yes, sir!
Adjust everything!
Sir, yes, sir!
How do I look?
Strangely attractive, sir!
We're going over the top. Don't stop singing till we get down Broadway. Professor, look good like that. Give us the note! He was a sweet construction worker out of Frisco Bay, and he would quite divinely dance the night away. He was a sight in tight blue jeans, and he would fight for what's right. That's why he joined the Marines. But then he said he'd stay, so he was blown away by the nervous homophobic boys in company. Hey. Lock and load, let's go! Ah!
That was 13 Baker Company singing a song that won't be popular for another 30 years. Now, we return you back to the plush Starlight Room, high atop the Palace Hotel, and to Harry Dame and his band of acclaim. But first, the news. Dateline 1919. The 18th Amendment is ratified, creating prohibition. And the golden age of radio is upon us, uniting the entire nation from coast to coast, from sea to shining sea. On in 3, 2.
You're listening to WXYZ, a bridge radio from the 20s, 30s, and 40s.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America, and welcome to another thrilling adventure of America's favorite cowboy, Dodge Rambler Boy Buckaroo, brought to you by the makers of Thunderbread. Yes, Thunderbread, individually sliced for your convenience with 8 essential vitamins that'll make your body big where you need it. Thunderbread, it'll make your body big where you need it. And now, journey back with us to those rugged days of yore when the men were men and so were the women. When the frontier justice held sway and America's hero Dodge Rambler Boy Buckaroo ruled the West with his best girl Molly and his faithful horse Gordon. Tonight, the makers of Thunderbread and WXYZ.
What was that?
I was squeezing the horn you had.
No, my horn's over here.
Oh! Oh my God.
We present episode 34, Dry Days at Dusty Gulch. A new day dawns as Dusty Gulch as Dodge helps Molly plan for the new schoolhouse.
Oh, Dodge, it sure is nice that you help with the schoolhouse and all.
Shucks, Molly, tain't nothing no other ordinary American wouldn't do.
It's just that you're so busy, and I'm surprised you have time for little old me.
I always have time for you, Molly.
Then came a knock at the door.
Who is it? Oh, it's my faithful horse, Gordon. What is it, Gordon? What? Timmy's trapped on a cliff and needs insulin.
No!
Oh! Bad guys have come to Dusty Gulch. Well, you better stay here, Molly.
No, I'm coming with you, Dodge.
No, Molly, I don't want you mixed up in all this.
But I'm already as mixed up as I am.
Wait, that's my voice.
I told you I was mixed up.
Let's go, Gordon, to vanquish those ne'er-do-wells.
What's the trouble down at the Lucky Shot Saloon, and why exactly is Andrew slapping his chest? The answer to these questions and more, knock it off or I'll kill you, will come right after this message from Lucky Stroke Cigarettes. 4 out of 5 doctors recommend Lucky Strokes to boost their practices. Lucky Stroke Cigarettes, you're a lucky guy to have a lucky stroke. And now back to Dodge Rambler Boy Buckaroo. Dodge and Gordon race down to the Lucky Shot Saloon and burst through the door. With the Transcontinental Railroad, apparently.
What seems to be the problem here?
Put 'em up, Rambler. We got you covered.
Who are you?
Shut up, cowboy, or I'll plug you full of lead.
Well, if it ain't the famous Dodge Rambler Boy Buckaroo, suspect you heard of us. My name's Jedgar, and this here's my brother, Herbert. We're the Hoover Boys.
So, you're Jedgar Hoover. Nice dress.
Thanks.
Dusty Gulch doesn't require your services.
Now, hold on, Rambler. We're here to make sure that Dusty Gulch complies with the new federal law.
What new federal law?
A new constitutional amendment prohibiting alcohol.
No, seriously, what new federal law?
I'm serious, Rambler. Herbert, hold up that newspaper. It says so right here. The 18th Amendment of the Constitution prohibits the manufacture, sale, or transportation of intoxicating liquor.
Knock it off, Herbert, or I'll run you in.
Oh, yeah? What charges?
Rustling.
Sounds like a windstorm's a brewing. Yeah. And so the gentlefolk of Dusty Gulch are forced into hiding as the hideous Hoover Boys swept through town, sucking up all that is good and decent.
That was good.
And decent.
Meanwhile, Dodge Rambler Boy Buckaroo and his faithful horse Gordon bucked down into the Dusty Gulch night sky.
Woo-hoo, woo-hoo.
Well, Gordon, another night in this prohibition law stinks. If only we could find out who's behind it. Gordon, are you sure? Erit inap unumwo. How many are there? Oh, Gordon, you're the best hero an American horse ever had. Now, let's go. We've got a prohibition to prohibit.
Undaunted, Dodge dashes desperately down to the Dusty Gulch to detect the deadly and drunken desperados and detain them indefinitely in the dark and dirty docks of destiny and other D words.
So, Capone, we meet at last.
Yeah, Rambler, how'd you know it was me?
I got it straight from the horse's mouth.
Not so fast, Rambler.
Gasp! Jedgar!
Dodge!
Molly!
Capone!
Rosebud!
Drop your guns or the girl gets it.
You're never gonna get away with this, Jedgar.
Oh, I think we will.
Say goodbye to your lady friend, Rambler.
Wait! Do what you want with the girl, but let me go!
All right.
Dodge, no!
Sorry, Molly.
Suddenly, over the hill in a cloud of dust and the sound of a thundering wheelchair appear Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
My fellow Americans, we have nothing to fear but fear itself. Yet, as fears go, that's still a pretty big one. Still! We must not let it get us down. To illustrate this, I have a letter from little Amy in Warwickshire. Amy writes, Dear FDR, the Germans are acting up again. I'm scared. Is there anything you can do? Hugs and kisses, your friend, Amy. Well, Amy, this is just the letter that pisses Americans off. We're in the middle of a depression, but we will beat it. I'm going to create the CCCs, the IUD, the AUA,
12 years later.
the FBI, the FDIC. We do hereby declare war on the Axis powers. Now, oh, Lucy, will you come rub my aching...
Back to the exciting inclusion of Rock Fury Super GI.
Oh, my darling Ava, look! The Allied forces are marching right into Berlin. Soon they will be in range, and I will press this button, firing the Uber weapon, destroying the entire Allied forces.
Oh, Hitler, I love it when you're in a syphilitic rage.
Whoosh! Look, it's a bird! It's a plane! Oh, it's a bird!
No, it's Rock Fury Super GI. Your jig dancing days are up, little man.
But why?
Why? I'll tell you why. In its greed and lust for power, Germany has tried to take over an entire continent.
But isn't that what the U.S. did in North America?
Wash your mouth out with soap, little lady. Why, the U.S. stopped land grabbing over 40 years ago. Besides, there's a difference between your land grabbing and ours.
What's that?
We succeeded. Besides, we didn't try to wipe out an entire race of people.
What about the Indians?
Well, we didn't try to lock people away in concentration camps.
What about the Japanese Americans on the West Coast?
You know, it's lucky for you, ma'am. I don't hit women. Much. Now let's go. If I had a hazard guess, I'd say you two'd be spending 12 years in Leavenworth.
Or 11 years in Trelvers.
Or 5 and 10 at Woolworth.
That's enough. Now give me your guns. Let's go.
Okay, here's my Luger pistol.
I've always wanted to see one of these. Is this here the safety?
Bang!
Bang!
Oops. Well, thank goodness we won the war. Otherwise, the German and Japanese economies would dominate this world. Ugh. What a terrifying thought.
Help! Help!
Wait. My super sensitive hearing is picking up Alan Alda calling for help in Korea. Rock Fury Super GI is off once again to fight for truth, justice, and the American markets.
This is a news flash. America drops the atom bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. 200,000 dead. That report in just a moment. But first...
Whoa, Tony. Hold up a second.
What are you doing, dude?
What was that?
Come on, it's not like you can interrupt the entire show for no reason.
Dude, this isn't like TV. We can hear you too, you know. Yeah, he definitely said that we skipped 50 years of American history.
Wait a minute.
What?
What 50 years of American history?
Did we?
He's saying it again.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're saying. You're talking about the 50 years between the Civil War and World War I, aren't you?
Well, did it ever occur to you that it wasn't a very funny time period? Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure he just also said that we didn't do it because we don't know it. And I'm pretty sure that I heard him say that you were bald and you were fat. I'll give you 3
Dude,
seconds.
Kyle,
Run!
no.
No, Kyle!
No. Come on. Dude, Kyle, put down the...
Kyle!
No! Come on,
This is
dude.
expensive.
Seriously. But we should go ahead and answer his question.
Why are we going to answer his question? He's been so rude.
But he's American. He can't help but being rude.
It's true. No. Fine, we're going to answer your question. Let's see. There was labor unrest. Not funny. Let's see. There was land grabbing at an unprecedented scale.
Not funny.
There was 7-year-olds working themselves to death in sweatshops.
Not-
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That's very funny, actually. Yeah.
All right, let's get to the final part then.
The last thing?
Yeah, let's go. All right. We now get to the final chapter in American history where myriad events collide and deflect and seem yet significant and disjointed. So, we'd now like to bring you post-war America through the
A medley
film
of
War
Broadway
ending.
show tunes! Yada-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
No, Tony, no. No. Everyone knows post-war America through the hard-boiled detective. It's the film noir ending.
No,
Yeah.
man. No, not the film noir ending.
Tony! What? You're such a dick! We voted on this! I hid this cane from you. Where did you find this?
It was backstage. Look, I changed my mind.
You can't
Yes, I
change your mind
can.
on a vote.
Come on, man.
What do you think this is, Florida?
I demand a recount!
Fine, we'll give him a recount.
Okay, fine.
All right, we'll use the audience. There's more than 3 of us anyway.
I'll be a good
Three of
sport
them.
about it.
Okay, everyone who's in favor of Tony's super.
Give me.
Ow!
Hey, that was mean.
Ow! Tony's stupid Broadway ending. Please applaud.
No.
Thank
Why?
you.
No.
Thank you.
No, me.
She
Thank you
clapped
in the
like
back.
4 times. I'm not counting that. You had to have a full applaud, and that guy whistled.
Yeah.
I'm
no
not
whistle.
counting that. Only
See you after
applause.
the
Whistling,
show,
no.
babe.
No,
There's
stop
a
it.
double whistle. That's nullifying
said
coming
no.
yours. Okay, so anyone who wants Kyle's thoughtful film noir ending, please clap.
I'll give you money.
Oh, yes!
Yep,
There's
yep, yep.
California, New York,
Shut it,
Florida.
shut it.
Oh, what's this?
We
What's
lost the
this?
popular vote.
What's this? And we win the Electoral College!
Yes!
Oh, yeah!
Woo! Woo! Looks like we'll be in a stalemate for the next 2 years. Look, I don't care. Fine, I will do the damn film noir ending. But I want all of the best characters. I want Lieutenant Flush. I want Conspirator Guy. I want. Ooh, I gotta have Nixon. I want Nixon,
Okay,
and
okay,
I want
fine.
Reagan.
Whoa,
Fine,
whoa,
fine,
whoa,
fine,
whoa,
fine,
you guys,
fine.
whoa. What am I gonna play?
All the women.
Yeah, cool, let's go.
All right.
All right. Post-war America film noir ending. Play it. The name's Diamond, Spade Diamond. My friends call me Spade Diamond. I'm a private investigator. My phone had been gathering dust for weeks. Suddenly, a beautiful redhead had walked in.
Hello, Spade.
It was Lucy Ricardo. What are you doing here?
Listen, Spade, I know I shouldn't have come, but I need your help.
That's not what you said 5 years ago when you ripped my heart out and stuck it to another man's coupon book.
Well, if you won't help me, maybe your brother Neil will.
I wouldn't count on it.
Why not?
He's been dead for over 3 years.
Oh my gosh, Spade. I know it's not my business. You may just tell me to shut up, but what happened to
Shut
your
up! It's none of your business that my brother was a second-rate actor, labeled communist, blacklisted, and committed suicide.
I'm sorry I asked.
Suddenly, my hand rang. Ring! Hello?
If you know what's good for you, you'll drop this case before you start it. Unless you want to find out the truth about your brother.
The truth about my brother. I had to trace the call. I had to keep him talking. Hello, I'm tracing this call, and I have to keep you talking. Who is this?
Just call me the conspirator guy.
The conspirator guy? What do you know about my brother?
Oops, sorry, gotta go. Click.
He stayed on the phone long enough. I traced the call to a pool of light across the stage. Ooh. Conspirator guy. Call 555-1212. Meet me at Hanaway Hilton midnight. Sorry, Lucy, I gotta go.
Oh, Spade, you can't leave me like this. Ricky's being investigated by a government committee tomorrow. We think it's because he's Cuban and there's a Cold War on.
Look, Lucy, McCarthy and his cronies mean business, so we gotta give him a scapegoat.
A scapegoat?
That's what I said, a scapegoat. Someone to pin the blame on instead of Ricky. Who's it gonna be, Lucy? Think!
I know. Our landlords, Fred and Ethel.
Fred and Ethel who?
Fred and Ethel Rosenberg.
It's so crazy.
It just might work.
Lucy, you got some splaining to do.
Sorry, Spade, gotta go. I got some explaining to do.
I felt strange stirrings. I knew Lucy could take care of herself. That is one of two things she did very well. Now I had to get to Hanaway.
Not so fast, Diamond. Stop milking that cow.
Damn. It was Lieutenant Flush, San Francisco PD. He'd been trying to nail me for years. What do you want, Flush? I'm a busy man.
You still have to explain your connection to those maternity ward bombings, Diamond.
Maternity ward bombings. Oh, no. You can't connect me to the baby boom.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Get over it. Why don't you go chase a real criminal like Tony the Tiger?
I'm not after serial criminals, Diamond. I'm after you.
Well, when you can find something that'll stick in court beside your underpants, give me a call.
I'll get you, Diamond!
I had to get to Hanoi. I took a left up the Celebration High School Theater.
The bat! Oh my God, it's a bat! It's a bat!
Past the Golden Gate Bridge.
Super!
Past the Statue of Liberty.
Asshole.
The Texas Book Depository.
Where's the conspirator guy?
Boy, that bullet sure does get around. Around, 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 around. Good God, that bullet gets around. I had to get to Hanoi. It was the seediest of seedy, known in a town for seeds, seediness, and horticulture of all types. And as Dorothy Parker said, you can lead a horticulture, but you can't make her think. And I should know. Conspirator guy?
Sorry I was late, Spade. I had an optical appointment.
Thanks for the invite. So, what do you know about the Cold War, and how does it relate with the domino theory and my brother?
Oh, that's simple. It's all an elaborate game with one side trying to keep the other in check. You see, the domino theory says that if Vietnam goes communist, all the rest of Asia will fall to the Reds, one by one, just like dominoes.
You mean they deliver in 30 minutes or less?
No, not since that little lawsuit you remember.
Yeah.
Hello, Tall, Dark, and Gruesome. May I buy you a drink?
I wouldn't say no.
I'll be right back. Yeah.
It was the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen. I wanted to make love to her in the worst way. Standing up in a hammock. What are you doing?
I'm just trying to picture that.
No, stop, knock it off. Who is that?
It's Ho Chi Minh, daughter of the leader of North Vietnam. She'll have some answers for you, but be careful. She's trouble.
Dry up and blow away.
Okay, your bar mitzvah.
Pack her up and bro.
So, Joe, what do you know?
Here's your drink.
Thanks. So, what's with this war, sweetheart?
What do you want to know?
I'm just trying to clear up some family business.
Family business, eh? Family business reminds me of when I was a little girl, Vietnam and your rice patties. I'd be rocking around with
The longer she
Rocky
talked, the
Rocky.
more I realized
And a
Andrew had no
big
idea how to do a
straw
Vietnamese
hat.
accent.
Rocky.
No,
Big straw hat.
No.
Rocky rice.
no, you don't.
You're right, I don't.
All right. The real question is, Speed, are you on our side or theirs?
I'm on my own side.
Oh, I see.
So, where were we?
The roar.
That's right, the roar. I have a couple of questions and I need them answered. Why is the U.S. so interested in a little Southeast Asia country? It doesn't make any sense.
Ah, but it does! Figure out who's behind this, Speed, and you'll be home free. Oh, look, a monk is setting himself on fire.
A monk on fire? Where?
Yep. Oh,
I don't see a monk on fire.
he must have gone out. They don't make monks like they used to.
Well, here's looking at you, kid.
Yeah. Over the rips and past the gums, look out, tummy, here it comes.
Up yours.
Up yours, too.
Whoa!
was high, all right, and I'm not talking vertically. Whew. Suddenly, out of the darkness, two figures approached me. At first glance, they looked like Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for us boozers.
As they got closer, it looked more like Ken Kesey and Timothy Leary.
Tune in, turn up, drop out.
Ken's gonna be a little late tonight.
That's okay. Anyway, what's happening? What's happening?
You're having a hallucination, Spade.
And who are you guys?
Sorry, I was getting my pants on. I am Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam, I am. Do you like my war in Vietnam?
I do not like your war in Vietnam. I do not like it, Sam, I am.
Did you like the Gulf of Tonkin? Were you fond of Lyndon Johnson? Operation Rolling Thunder, Flaming Dart, or Miley Blunder?
The kids at home align with Mars, burning draft cards, burning bras. Did you like the riots in the inner cities? Did you think Kent State was pretty?
I did not like the riots in the inner cities. I did not think Kent State was pretty. I do not like this drugged out dream. I do not like your rhyming scheme. I do not like the war in Vietnam. I do not like it, Sam, I am.
Dude.
Were you fond of Agent Orange?
Ha!
Do you... Damn, I got served.
Yeah. There was no rhyme for orange. Now, what's the bird's eye lowdown, Buckwheat?
Not so fast, Diamond. We got some questions we want to ask you. First of all, where was Lucy on the night Kennedy was killed?
So, Kennedy had been killed, and they were trying to blame it on Lucy. I had to think of something fast. She was with me.
She couldn't have been with you, Spade, because we followed you all day.
Yeah, she was with me, but she was disguised.
I see. Lucy in disguise with Diamond.
You're right.
Thanks,
I should have
Mom.
seen that one coming. Look, act like a couple of good boys and take a long walk off a short dwarf.
That's good, Diamond. But I'm afraid we're going to have to rough you up a bit.
No!
Yeah!
Sensing an opportunity, I slammed my face into his fists.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Ow, that really...
My booze!
Oh. When I awoke, I was in the Watergate Hotel.
Tricky Dick the Checkers, Tricky Dick the Checkers, I am not a crook. Repeat, I am not a crook. And let me make one thing perfectly clear.
It was former Vice President Richard Nixon, one of the biggest commie hunters of his time.
That's President Nixon to you, boy. And commie hunting is passé. Matter of fact, I'm using Detente to open up relations with Soviet Russia and Red China. Tricky Dick Checkers, Tricky Dick Checkers. Come in, I am not a crook.
So, the Cold War is over?
Oh, absolutely not. Au contraire, mon frère. The Reds are still our mortal enemies, but we'd like them to be our pals, too. I think there's a lot of untapped potential there. Get it? Get it? Come on. Come on. Untapped.
No.
Untapped.
No.
Tapped. Must be a Democrat. All right. Tricky Dick Checkers, Watergate, the White House. Wait. Hello? It's for you.
Hello? All right, I'll be right there. Sorry, I gotta go. But happy tapping. Nixon, would you do that Nixon salute for me one more time before I go?
Oh, what the hell?
I looked for my contact at the corner gas station. On the way there, I heard that Nixon resigned his presidency, as goes the opposite, had happened to Gerald Ford. Let's see. When I got to the gas station, there was a line over a half a mile long. I waited over an hour to get some gas. I looked for my contact.
I'm right here. Come on. Yeah, I'm over here. Read it. Keep it to yourself. Shh.
Thanks. Dear Spade, have gone to Iran to release some hostages. If you want more information, go to the White House and look for Ron and George. Ron and George? That's absurd. No. The only Ron and George I know are... No, it can't be. The American people couldn't be that gullible.
Well, what are we going to do today, Georgie?
Well, the good Lord tells me we're going to fire Donald Reagan.
We're going to fire me?
No, Donald Reagan.
That's me, Ronald Reagan.
I said Donald Reagan. Now turn up your hearing aid.
That's better.
You don't have to yell, Georgie.
Trying to get things across to you.
George and Ron,
Yes?
my name's Diamond, Spade Diamond. I'd like to ask you a couple of questions.
Well, as I told John Hinckley, fire away. Too soon? It's too soon, right?
Do you believe in the domino theory?
Oh, yes. Mommy and I love to play dominoes while we watch the Waltons and sip hot cocoa in the evenings.
No, the domino theory involving international communism.
We're doing the best we can, Mr. President.
We're doing the best we can, Mr. President.
Oh my God.
His lips don't even move.
Were you behind the October surprise?
I don't recall.
As the Screen Actors Guild president, did you blacklist my brother?
I don't recall.
Did you tell Oliver North to trade arms for hostages?
You bet your sweet ass I did, buddy.
Bring. Let me get that. Hello? Oh, yeah. Hey, Mikhail. Yeah, Ron's right here. Yeah, do you need me to reanimate him for you? Nah. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, he's here. Yeah, he's here too. Yeah, he's playing with Ron. Yeah, okay, I'll let him know. Don't worry about it. Oh, yeah, and guess what? Bombing starts in 5 minutes. Just kidding. Ooh, you're jumping. You need to hold that back. Jeez, oh, man. All right, I'll let him know. Bye. Click. That was Gorby. He said, if you want to know more about your brother. Oh, jeez.
Who was that, Georgie?
Don't worry about it. Anyway, if you want to find out what happened to your brother, go to the Berlin Wall, 7:30, Checkpoint Charlie.
Could be dangerous.
Just say no, Spade.
Sorry. Thanks anyway. I gotta go.
Jeez, I'm glad he's gone.
Who's gone?
Spade, the guy who just ran off.
Who?
Never mind, just go to bed, Ron.
No, do it one more time, Mommy.
Oh, Mommy? Oh, my.
Well, I mean, you can understand my confusion. Because your Bush impression stinks. Wait, what's that smell? What's that? It's your Bush impression.
I just wanted my accent to go along with his ability as a president. Again, just seeing if you're still awake. Okay.
All right.
Just go to bed, Ron. I'll handle everything.
Do it one more time. Come on.
Oh, Ron, no, it embarrasses
Just
me.
one more time before I go to bed. Nobody's watching.
Fine. Everyone close your eyes. Okay.
Close
you
your
never
what?
knew this. Never my mind.
It's Bonzo! Bonzo, bedtime for Bonzo!
Oh, you humiliate me.
I had to get to Berlin. It seemed obvious that I had to crack this case at the Iron Curtain. It was the dividing point between East and West. I had to get to Berlin.
Not so fast, Diamond. You thought you were so slick. I've got evidence connecting you to being the sixth sadistic bastard behind disco.
Watch your backbeat, Flatfoot. Throwing accusations around like that. You can't connect me to the disco.
Oh, yeah? What's your favorite type of music?
Disco? Damn! I gotta get to Berlin, and you're not gonna stop me. He was catching up to me, so I jumped onto my Harley-Davidson motorcycle.
No, not so fast. No, oh!
Get me to Berlin, quick!
On a motorcycle? Are you crazy?
I am! Let's go! Look out!
What?
A fruit stand!
A fruit stand?
My fruit!
Oh. Look out!
What?
A nursery school! Ooh. Look out!
What this
The
time?
Atlantic Ocean!
The Atlantic Ocean? Oh, yeah.
Look out!
What?
The English Channel!
The English. Oh, no. Dude, not the eye. Oh.
Look out!
What?
Italy!
Italy. Wait, Italy.
Pasta fanzul!
Oh.
Look out!
What?
Moscow State Circus!
The Moscow.
Wait a minute.
The Moscow State Circus. We've gone too far.
You'll never get away with this, Diamond.
No, I think we will. I just rode a motorcycle across the Atlantic Ocean. Now back this thing up.
He's got a point.
Beep, 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 beep. Berlin.
Yes, but the wall is down and the Cold War's over.
Uncle Sam.
Gasp!
Yeah, and I want to introduce you to a little friend of mine. Ooh,
No, Spade,
wow.
get behind me!
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh, God.
It's gonna be okay, buddy.
Oh, it hurts.
Don't worry, Lieutenant.
Oh,
It's gonna be okay.
It's
Is there a doctor in the audience?
it's a deep
Please,
burn.
doctor, maybe
It's
a
a
Dr.
deep
White.
burn.
Anybody? Come on, anybody. Please. Now what?
Just let me rest a second. Hello, Spade!
Conspirator guy.
Yeah, I'm a split personality, just like Jekyll or Hyde, or Regis and Kathy Lee, or Beavis and Butthead, or Donnie and Marie. But before I die, I want to tell you the truth about your brother. He wasn't really a communist. I set him up, just like I set up Ricky Ricardo.
I knew it. My brother was innocent.
Yeah, and I shot JFK, not Lee Harvey Oswald.
Wow.
Yeah, I shot Bobby Kennedy too, and Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King.
Really?
Yeah, and I poisoned Marilyn, and I invented the AIDS virus, and I whacked Nancy Kerrigan on the knee. I'd whack her again if I had half a chance.
Okay.
That's right. Wait, I'm not done. And I made Oprah skinny, then fat again. And I shrank the bloody glove so it wouldn't fit OJ anymore. And I was Sonny Bono's ski instructor. And I told Clinton, hey, who's gonna care? She's just an intern.
That's right.
And I was in the car with Hugh Grant on Sunset Boulevard.
Bang!
The Stingray.
Too early. Yeah. I had to put him out of all of our misery. Well, the Cold War was over, and I had many answers from where I started. Communism was dead, and except for a couple billion people in China and a couple 100,000 in North Korea, Cuba, Mozambique, Angola, and North Yemen, and, well, Vermont. George Bush was taking all the credit, but no one was believing him. Just as fast as you can say Whitewater, Bill Clinton spent 8 years giving the new meaning to the term head of state. Fortunately enough, George W. Bush was proving to be the finest president ever elected by the United States Supreme Court. I needed a drink.
Spade!
Lucy, what are you doing here?
Hello, Spade. Didn't you hear? Me and Ricky are divorced now, so I was thinking our friends, me, you, Jack Daniels, and Johnny Walker could go have a good time.
I wouldn't say no.
All right, let's go.
Wait a minute. Johnny Walker, didn't he play JJ on Good Times?
No, you're thinking of Snowbird by Anne Murray.
Spread your tiny wings and fly away.
Snowbird by Anne Murray. Bang!
Spade, I have a confession to make. My name's not really Lucy. It's Louie. I'm a man, like in the Crying Game, or most of the cast of Desperate Housewives.
Well, Lucy, Louie, whatever you are, this is going to be the beginning of a bridge to the 21st century. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
There we go. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was the complete history of America Bridge. Now shit it. Thank you. All right, I think we covered about everything, didn't we?
Just about everything, Kyle.
No, we missed Jimmy Hoffa.
Jimmy Hoffa's not that important.
Well, not as an individual, but he is symbolic of the labor movement.
No, that's too complex, Andrew. You can't think of Jimmy Hoffa in the abstract. You have to think of him in the concrete.
Whoa.
Thanks.
Or Giant Stadium. I guess you're right, Tony. Now listen, we may have sounded kind of cynical about America tonight, and that wasn't our plan. There's a bunch of things we love about America, and I'd like to name a couple right now. There's Sean Connery, there's Ewan McGregor, and there's the Beatles. Some Ewan fans.
Well, we covered about 50,000 years of American history, and let's see, there was war, pestilence, assassinations, and you've all been a great audience, so we don't want to leave you on such a down note. So, in the great makings of American optimism, we'd like to bring you a happy ending. All right, as we went through the night today, we went from left to right.
Past to present.
Then to now.
As we move backwards in time, we like to move from right to left.
Present to past.
Now to then.
As we go backwards in time, we see the ozone layer growing and the national debt shrinking.
The number of AIDS cases decreasing.
We see the rainforest growing back at over 1,000 acres a day.
And as we go back in time, we see Monica Lewinsky going up on the president.
We see Lorena Bobbitt reattach her husband's penis.
And we see Michael Jackson getting blacker and blacker.
In 1985, George Bush Sr. stops the funding for Osama bin Laden.
December 7th, 1941, the day that will live in infamy, as the Japanese restore the American fleet at Pearl Harbor.
1929, White Wednesday. Stock markets soar to new heights and thousands of people fly to the tops of buildings on Wall Street.
1868, the National Rifle Association disbands.
1775, King George removes tea tax.
1604, slave trade disappears.
The 1500s, foreign explorers return thousands of tons of silver and gold to the native populations.
1492, Christopher Columbus throws the hands back onto 250,000 Arawak Indians and takes his ships back to Spain.
Finally, the last people in America walk backwards across the Bering Strait back into Asia.
As the North American continent sinks peacefully into the sea.
And they all lived happily ever before.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Kyle.
And I'm Tony.
And
we're history.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Born down in a dead man's town, the first kicker took us when I hit the ground. End up like a dog that's been beat too much. Till you stand
Can we have a little bit of... Oh, there it is. There it is. Well, as Tony was just saying, this has been one of the greatest experiences we have ever had, and we'd like to thank you all for sharing this with us. And thank the crew and everyone else involved in this, because this was just awesome, and we hope you all enjoyed it, and we hope you all have a nice night.
See you guys later.
Thank you very much.
1, 2, 3.